fingers down my spine. Girl, you look mighty fine. Won't you rub your fingers down my spine? Girl, you look mighty fine.
Hello Home Slices, it's Kiara with Home Slice Adulting coming to you with my review for Love and Hip Hop New York Season 7 Episode 11, Creeping Back. Let's go ahead and get started. We start off with the baby mama drama where we left off last time. Samantha and Yandy about to get into a physical altercation, but you know, security stops them. And Samantha asks the $1 million question. Are you and Mendeecees married? How can I trust you if you will lie to the world? And Yandy lies and say that they are actually married, and Samantha's like, you're just full of crap. Now somehow they switch the topic over to Lil Mendeecees' birthday party, and Yandy wants to be a part of the birthday planning, and Mendeecees will pay for it. And I want to know, how will Mendeecees pay for it? Anyways, so initially when Yandy asked at first, it sounded like she wanted to take over the birthday planning, and that's why Samantha wasn't happening. But when Yandy mentioned money and that Mendeecees would pay for it and that they would plan it together, Samantha was all on board. Of course, whatever. Anyways, Judy says that she doesn't want any more drama. She just wants to love everybody. And Erica didn't seem too happy that Samantha seemed to kind of come around to Yandy. So we'll see how that goes. Next, we have Yandy and Kimbella. Kimbella hasn't been able to get in touch with Yandy. And Yandy has excuses like going to visit her jailbird husband and actually having a job. So, you know, when you got stuff to do, you can't always be hanging out with Kimbella. But Kim is getting very insecure again about not being put first over Juelz's music career. And Yandy is like, you need to chill out. He has changed his behavior. He's no longer going to Miami for months at a time to record albums. He's in the basement. And I feel like Juelz is being very accommodating to let Kimbella know that he's not the same person that he used to be. But Kimbella is just too insecure and too stuck in the past, and it's very annoying to me. I mean, I feel like he has put things on hold to make sure that their relationship is okay. But Kimbella seems to be incapable of making that same sacrifice. But anyways, Kim isn't talking to Juelz so much. She feels like he's staying in the basement all the time and isn't being the family man that he once was. And I mean, you gotta divide your time sometimes. So Kim's saying that because she isn't communicating with Juelz as much, she wants to know from Yandy, as Juelz's manager, how his career is going. Now, this conversation is very funny to me, this part coming up, because Yandy has gotten in trouble before with Chrissy and Jim Jones for inserting herself a little too much into their relationship. So I thought it was interesting how she was saying, hey, if you want that information, you have to talk to Juelz. You don't talk to me because it's business between him and me, and I can't disclose that to you even though all of us are friends. Now, Kim says, I'm his wife. And I'm like, no, you're not. Now, you're talking to Yandy, so as far as Yandy is concerned, y'all are married. But in real life, y'all not married. We see Yandy and Juju has a good body. I feel like we hadn't really seen it before. And she was looking like Gabrielle Union at the gym. She looked real good. But anyways, Yandy tells Juju about the baby mama drama, and we learned that Erica created a fake profile that was divulging information about Mendeecees that she was tagging Yandy in. And it's like, Erica, get a life. Ugh. Yandy was exaggerating about the little skirmish that Samantha got into when she said she tried to take Samantha's face off. And all she did to Samantha was that's not her face, it's her hand. What are you talking about? And that Samantha ran. Come on, Yandy, you exaggerating. Just like you was exaggerating about y'all being married, you and Mendeecees. But anyways, they talk about Kimbella crossing the line, trying to get business information out of Yandy in reference to Juelz Santana. And Juju agreed that that was crossing the line. And so Juju decided that she's planning a trip to Mexico, that she's inviting a few of the girls. And I was like, that's interesting because they don't never go on trips on Love and Hip Hop. Like Real Housewives, that's the shows where they go on trips. But I think it's a nice twist of events, but we'll see how that goes. So last with Yandy, we see her and Juelz Santana, and Yandy kind of inserted herself in the middle of Juelz and Kimbella by actually telling Juelz that Kim came to her asking about the business side. Now, if I were Yandy, I wouldn't have even mentioned it to Juelz because, like I said, it adds a personal aspect to their business relationship. And the problem Juelz is having is that he don't want Yandy to worry about what's going on with him and Kimbella. He needs to know how he's gonna get this money. And he admits that you know, the music industry has changed and he needs to know where, when, and how the money is coming in. And Yandy is saying, you haven't provided me with any music. And Juelz is like, I'm definitely not going to give you no music if you don't have a plan for how this music is going to make us money. So I see both sides of it. But at the end, I didn't like the way that Juelz was talking to Yandy. Something about it was very condescending to me. I didn't like it. He was like, you know, don't worry about what's going on between me and Kimbella. You need to do one thing and that's something. And I was like, something about that was yucky. We'll talk about Papoose and Remy Ma because that's kind of quick. We see Remy has a big box at this restaurant at a dinner that she's going to with Papoose. He went straight for the present like a little kid and he didn't kiss Remy at first. He was like, oh, what's this? But they're very cute together. They talk about how much they love each other. And I initially was very confused because I hadn't heard anything in the news about Remy being pregnant. But I learned why that was later on. But anyways, the box is full of balloons saying congratulations, we're having a baby. And Papoose is so happy. He's knocking over tables and breaking glasses and picking Remy up. And he was just so happy. And it was very sweet to see. And they didn't necessarily plan on this baby. But Remy was like, you know, who can argue with God? And then we see Remy in the hospital at the end. Now, I thought that the hospital scene was going to be for Cisco and his mom, but it turned out to be for Remy and Papoose, which was, you know, a surprise to me. And apparently Remy had an ectopic pregnancy where instead of the fertilized egg traveling through the fallopian tubes to the uterus where the baby is supposed to grow, the baby starts growing inside of the fallopian tube, and basically the baby can never survive that because if the baby continues to grow inside the fallopian tube, it can kill the mother. So the child had to be removed from the fallopian tubes, which means the baby didn't survive. And Remy just has a lot of questions in her head like, why me? Everybody else has healthy babies. And the doctor told her, I guess, that because of this pregnancy or because of whatever is going on with her body, she won't be able to have children naturally. And I think she feels bad. And I think Papoose feels bad too. I think they both feel guilty. I think Papoose feels guilty for pressuring her into having a child. And I think that Remy feels bad that one, she can't give him a child, and two, that she waited so long. And that maybe if she had given Papoose what he wanted sooner, then they might have had a healthy child. So Remy was just, it was weird to see Remy in a very emotional state, but I totally understood it. But Papoose says, you know, we can talk about that later on. It's all about you and your health and whatever comes next, whether we have a child, you know, in a different manner, or if we don't have a child at all, I'm here for you. And so that was sweet. I guess next we'll talk about Cardi B. Cardi B hasn't seen Tommy in 8 months. And it's like, even if I was in jail, if I ain't seen you in 8 months, clearly we don't go together no more. So y'all, I paused the TV on the note because I saw that there were music notes written on the paper. And I was like, I know that's not what I think it is. So I don't know about y'all, but like in middle school, when you would write letters to your boyfriend or somebody that you like, even if you wrote it to a friend, at the top of the paper, you would write who the letter is to, who the letter is from, and you would write a song that kind of depicted the mood that you were in whenever you wrote the letter. And he did that. That was so funny to me because that's like a middle school thing. But the song that he wrote on there was called Thomas Emotional. I love that song. But anyways, the letter altogether was him breaking up with her She said he said something about not wanting to hold her back. And I feel like that's the best thing Tommy could have done for Cardi. I mean, Cardi didn't have time to go visit him or anything like that. So it wasn't like their relationship was in a place to grow. Plus, Tommy didn't have the right mindset to be with a woman who is on the move and to be with a woman who is trying to do things for herself and not wait around for some man to do for her. So anyways, I think it was for the best. And Hennessy ends up coming over and burning the picture that they took together or whatever, and it's basically saying good riddance. So next we see Swift and Cardi kind of getting reunited since the last little dinner that they had. Swift says he misses Cardi. Cardi says he misses Swift. Cardi says that she's emotional about Tommy, and she feels depressed because she's has so much pressure on her. She's always very busy trying to take care of her business and take care of her family. And Swift is just being very supportive of her. I thought that was kind of sweet, but I also think that that Swift is very lame. I feel like Cardi B kind of likes lame guys because she was messing around with DJ Self. Nobody is lamer than DJ Self. Tommy was lame. He didn't support her in the things that she was trying to do. And Swift was trying to get with Cardi while he had a girlfriend. And he has the personality of a cucumber. Why do people like him? He's not even that cute. I don't know, whatever. But anyways, Cardi invites Swift to a family dinner that they are having, and she says that her family loves Swift. But at the family dinner, Swift seemed very uncomfortable, like he had never met these people before. So I don't understand how her family loves him when he just kind of seemed unfamiliar with that situation. I don't know. Something about that was off. But anyway, Swift is overwhelmed by the family dinner. He don't speak a lick of Spanish, so he don't know what's going on. But the family starts grilling Swift right away about what your intentions are. And it's like he and Cardi just got back cool. They're grilling him about something that he really doesn't know where it's going to go yet. And he tried to answer the question the best he could, but whatever. So they all kind of break off, and Cardi is telling her family, like, y'all could at least back off the man. I just broke up with Tommy, and, you know, Swift and I have chemistry and everything, but we're not trying to move too fast or whatever. So her family apparently does like him. And like I said, I don't know why. His personality is just eh. But anyways, Hennessy is saying to Swift, hey, I know you like my sister. You need to take advantage of this opportunity while she is still single. She likes you too, and it may pass you by if you don't get in there now. So yeah, she just inserted herself into that a little bit, but whatever. Next up, we'll talk about the Creep Squad, and we'll start with Peter Gunz. His wife, Amina, goes into labor, and he says he can't wait to meet his final baby number 10. Now 10 is a number of completion. I'm not going to argue with that, but I don't think that's his final baby. We'll see. So apparently Amina moved to LA and she wanted a new start with the baby. And I was like, so Peter has probably definitely been screwing Tara if Amina not even in town. So we see, you know, DJ Self is at work, and he says on the radio that he made Cardi B, that she was a regular schmegula girl before he came along and basically elevated her. And it's like, DJ Self, what? Like, I can never get down with DJ Self. He just has this yucky, creepy air about him that makes him feel like he can say that he made somebody. But I mean, his name is fitting because he is all about self. So whatever. We see the Creep Squad meeting out on the street. They congratulate Peter on the new baby. Peter says that since Amina is starting over in LA, he has decided that, you know what, I want to try to make things work with Tara. And everyone is looking at him like, what? Now DJ Self asks a legitimate question. Are you only going after Tara because Amina is in LA, or basically because Amina has decided to leave you? And he says no, he actually loves Tara. And I'm like, you can't keep running in and out of my life. Ugh. Peter, come on, get it together. Anyways, Peter is throwing Tara a birthday party. He wants all the Creep Squad to come. He says Cisco is going to be there, and DJ Self is like, I don't want to go nowhere. This Cisco is going. And at the party, I actually don't remember seeing DJ Self, but whatever. Even Rich says that Self needs to try to work out his issues with Cisco. So they joke about Cisco being broke, and it's like, do you broke niggas see yourselves? Whatever. So we see Peter and Tara. The little baby Gunner is cute. I hate the name, but the baby himself is cute. Apparently Tara has written a book called The Goddess Potential. And it's all about learning to love your inner self. And the question is, are you qualified to write a book like that? I don't know. Any of you who have probably read the book, you can let me know, but she doesn't seem qualified to me, but whatever. You can be the judge of that. But Peter apparently is trying to unleash his goddess potential as well. And he is trying to get back with Tara. And Tara says that she's not here for making a new beginning with Peter. There's so much water under the bridge. And I'm like, we've heard you lie about this, the last time. So Tara is still hurt. But personally, I don't think she's over Peter. Peter is trying to be sincere. But Tara's not having it, and she won't even give him a copy of her book for free. So maybe she is over it. Maybe. Next we see Tara at her party. Tara's 40. I wasn't expecting Tara to be 40 years old. But it's cool. I mean, she looks good. Having a baby at 39, she, did a good job. I didn't hear about anything going wrong with her pregnancy, so go ahead. Anyways, the party is a surprise. It was a nice gesture. It was a good looking party too. He invites her brother to come out as well. He gives a speech and publicly apologizes. And I thought it was actually pretty sweet. Tara was getting emotional. He apologized to her. He apologized to the family for all the hurt that he has caused. And I thought it was real nice. Now, she says, oh, this is the Peter that I fell in love with. And the question is, why do women say that? If that was the guy that you fell in love with, who was the person that he showed you when he was doing you wrong and doing you dirty? I'm under the impression if somebody is initially good in the beginning and then they start doing you wrong, that's who they really are, the person who is doing you wrong. I hope that makes sense. Moving on. Peter talks to Jackie, Tara's brother, and Jackie is like, yeah, you've done a lot of hurtful things to Tara. You've done a lot of hurtful things to her as the mother, as an example to your children. You have to do better, and anything that happens from here on out is up to you. So he felt like he gave him a little second chance. So next time on Love and Hip Hop New York, we see Papoose talking to two women, maybe his mom and his daughter, I don't know. Papoose is saying, I'm not okay. And he's trying to be strong for Remy, but it's clear that this baby situation is getting to him. But Papoose says he's going to be there for Remy regardless, and hopefully they can really just work through it. I mean, they are a pretty good example of black love. I think it's clear that they really love each other, and this is just another test for them to go through. If they can survive 6 years of Remy being in prison, they can definitely survive this. There's still dissension within the Creep Squad. From what it looks like, Gwinnett Entertainment may have tagged Cisco's car, vandalized it in some kind of way. Now, initially Peter and Rich were kind of laughing at it, so I guess it was supposed to be funny, but I'm with Cisco. I'd be mad. So he tried to come after he tried to come after DJ Self, but Self kind of moved out of the way. It was funny to me, but whatever. Also next time we see the trip to Mexico, and we see that Yandy invites Bianca without Juju knowing. Juju was already feeling some kind of way about that. Somehow Cardi B and Mariah Lynn end up in Mexico as well. And Bianca, she's not really feeling Mariah Lynn right now. So we see how that goes. Y'all, I'm so over Love and Hip Hop New York. And I'm kind of over Real Housewives of Atlanta too. I want to review the New Edition story, but I think I'm gonna wait until all 3 of them play so I can just do one big review. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you to all of my subscribers for continuously watching my videos. Thank you to all the new subscribers for hitting that button, because I know you can go anywhere to subscribe to any channel because you like their content. So I'm really appreciative of that. Thank you guys for watching. Be on the lookout for some other videos, and peace out.
Girl, you look